Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Flynn, for those of you that don't know me, and today I'm going to be doing something completely different to what I'm used to. I'm going to be running through my most recent track called Collapse, and I'm just going to be running through kind of what I did, you know, the bread and butter, the samples, how I built the track, etc. And yeah, if you guys enjoy this, make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoy it and want to become part of the family, make sure to leave a subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into it. So to start out with this track, I just picked out a sample from Nick Mir's most recent pack, the People's Pack, the one he gave out for free a couple days ago. And I just picked out the sample called Brick. So yeah, that sample's it's not horrible, but I think it was a bit too fast for my liking. So hold on. So yeah, what I did is I just slowed it down to 140. So once I had it at 140, it just sounded like this. Which personally, I'm not a huge fan of that key. So what I did is I changed the key a wee bit so that we got this. Just pitched it down just a tiny bit. I think it sounds pretty solid. But that on its own isn't going to carry a track. So to make it a bit more interesting, I re-recorded it in Edison. Hold on. I re-recorded it in Edison, adding a gross beat to it, just a slight gross beat that made it skip a little bit. And that only happens on the chorus, just to kind of keep things interesting. And to add even more flavor to the chorus, I added another variation of the sample and pitched it up all the way so it fit with the original sample on the verse. And I added some reverb, made it really wet, so it kind of like didn't combat with the main version, but it kind of like made the flow better because the original track skips a lot. Or the gross beat version skips a lot, so I added this to kind of like keep it moving like normally while also having it kind of skip in the background. And then I also just took out most of the high frequencies to kind of just make it not clash with the or the low frequencies rather, just to make it not clash with the original. So it sounded something like this. See how it's not overtaking the original, it's just kind of a nice undertone to it. And then I panned them to the left and right ears so that they kind of get their own separation. So with the 808, it wasn't anything too complicated. I just added an 808 from one of Nick Mir's kits, and I just had it follow the bass notes of the sample, made sure everything was in key, and after doing that, we got this. Nothing too complicated. With the kick, what we did was we had the kick side chained to the 808, meaning that whenever the kick hits, it ducks the 808 just for a second to kind of give it its own breathing room, because they're both kind of in the same realm of frequencies. So as you can see, it kind of like ducks it and makes it not hit as hard just for a moment. And without that, we would have just like a lot of clashing frequencies, and it just wouldn't sound good. So yeah, that's what we did for that. The hat, pretty simple, just a couple of rolls to complement when the snare hits. And then we added a couple of different pieces of percussion here just to give it nice bounce. And then all together, that sounds like this. And And then on the verse, it's just the hi-hat and the snare for most of it. And then we have the 808 come in, along with that little, I don't even know what it's called, little like wood block thing. And then the kick comes in here back again with the chorus. So yeah, the percussion's pretty simple, just nice bounce to complement it. So the last step to kind of making this track what it was is the mixing. Most notably on the 808, I added a limiter that kind of just threw up the gain and the ceiling to really just make it insanely loud. Because without that, we got something that's kind of really flat. Like, see how it doesn't stick out of the mix at all? So to combat that, I just threw a limiter on there, turned the gain really high up, and it just made it stick out a whole lot more. And then on the master channel, this is where most of my mixing comes in. We just threw a EQ to boost the sub, the high, or the mid and the high frequencies. I added a gain and ceiling on the limiter, just turned those up. And then a EQ to kind of like take out some of those frequencies that you can't hear, just to kind of like make it cleaner. And then finally I added a soft clipper, because without the soft clipper, you can see that it goes over 0, which you never want, because anything over -3 pretty much is just like noise that you don't want. So to combat that, I just threw a soft clipper on there, so that no matter how loud it gets, it doesn't cross like this -3 threshold. So yeah, all together, we get something that sounds like this.
Flynn Beats.
Guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little run through, and if you really liked it, make sure to drop a like, possibly subscribe, become a part of the family, and that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.